All right, folks. Welcome back. Thanks for rejoining us. So we're still waiting the arrival of His Excellency President Boakai right here at the Rock International School along the Rafi Highway, where the president will be turning on the light. Please tell me if the sound is back. We're trying to work on that. Let's see if sound is back. So just to inform you, this particular event that the president is working on is just to inform you. No, please. I think the sound is okay. I don't understand for those in the comment section who keep saying no sound. I have another phone here that I'm using to listen, and I'm getting our broadcast clear. So please, I don't know. You might want to check the volume rocker of your device if you're not hearing us. But I mean, the sound is okay. So we are waiting the arrival of President Boakai now. As you can see, you're seeing the actions here. The security folks are preparing and making sure that the president, the road is clear. Now, if you look closely, there aren't vehicles moving from this side. All of the vehicles have been asked to stop now, and if you also look on this other end, there are no vehicles coming from this direction also, and then also from this other direction there are no vehicles coming. So it appears now presidential convoy will be here any moment from now. So please, okay, thank you very much for acknowledging that the sound is now okay. Okay, so now, folks, we are being told we're hearing sound of the sirens already. It appears the convoy is already making its way here. Also, come to think of it, this location is not far from President Boakai's residence, so we expect to see the convoy any moment from now. So as for now, all of the street lights are off, and just for the sake of the ceremony, because these lights usually come on every night, so it's just for the sake of the ceremony. So once the president turns them on, and then we'll continue from there. Also, just to remind you, this particular event is not just necessarily alone for the street lights, the RIA street lights. If you look in the caption, the president will also be, officially launching the project also for the Bentol lighting. As you all know, Bentol is, the capital, and lights have just gone there. The LEC have launched another lighting project in Bentol. So the lighting, both projects, the launch is just being done right here. One event, like one stone to kill two birds kind of thing. So the president will be turning on the RIA street lights at the same time, also during the Bentol lighting project also. So, but and also come to think of it, speaking of street lights, if you look in your neighborhoods, unless the LEC have not reached your neighborhood yet, but there is this, massive, installation of street lights that the LEC is undertaking in several neighborhoods, most of the places, even across the country. I mean, several counties now are getting, street lights, electricity is reaching several places, So we're at the Shuffling Barracks, the Shuffling Military Barracks here along the Rafi Highway. That's where we are precisely, and that's exactly where the program is being launched. Not in the barracks itself, we're just right by the barracks. We are at the Rock International. If you know Rock International, along the road right here. So now So we now await President Boakai's arrival. Keep watching, folks. So those of you watching, keep watching. This is not going to be a long program. We'll have some remarks from the stakeholders that are involved with the project. We're talking about the LEC managing director. We're also talking about His Excellency President Boakai, who will deliver the formal keynote address to officially declare, or switch the lights on. Now we're hearing sounds of the presidential convoy, the sirens, approaching our location already. So once the president arrives, the event starts. It's not going to be a long event anyway. But if you listen closely, we're seeing the vehicles approaching us, the president's convoy approaching us already. Yes, I mean, someone's stressing a concern. Why is it dark? Well, it's dark because these lights will be turned on any moment from now by President Boakai himself. So that's why it's dark. Once President Boakai, he's just going to do that by the press of a button, and the lights are going to be on. So, and I hope you're hearing the sirens. The convoy is already here, folks. The president has already arrived. Seeing the pile of vehicles there. So yes, this is the president's vehicle right here. This is the president's vehicle right ahead of us here. He has already arrived. So we're going to make our way now to the actual event itself. There you have him. That's the president arriving here himself at the event. President Boakai is already here. So now that the president is here, the event will kickstart. Yeah, immediately. So the managing director of the Liberia Electricity Corporation is going to receive His Excellency the President. He's going to meet the President, welcome him, along with other officials of government who are here. So that's the president arriving. And of course, on the standby, waiting to receive His Excellency, the LEC Managing Director, Honorable Sheriff himself. So we are with the president to disembark his vehicle any moment from now. And he will be greeted by the LEC managing director, who is already waiting to receive him. We also see arriving here the Minister of State with our portfolio, Madam Boakai Ability. She's just arrived. So there you have him, His Excellency, the President is already down. He's going to be welcomed by the LEC Managing Director.
I have the honor at this time to announce the arrival of Boakai, Senior, President of the Republic of Liberia.
So the president will now take his seat as the event unfolds. So we'll now go to the podium for this event to formally begin. And now that President Boakai is here, this is the official ceremony marking the commissioning of the street lights and the Bentol electrification project.
This is the official switching on of the RIA street lights in Bentol electrification project. It's going to be held here today on December 22nd. We're going to start with an opening prayer. Deacon Brooks, can we have the opening prayer, please?
So we'll now go for our benediction.
Praise the Lord. Amen. Praise hallelujah. Eternal days we're going to the end of the year. I will pray every good thing to enter the next year in Jesus' name. Thank us, team. Let us bow our heads. Gracious, everlasting God, the God of ages and the God of the day. We come this evening, Lord, just to say thank you. Thank you because great things you have done for us and great things you will remain to do. The head that bow down today, Lord, you know us individually, but in a special way, oh Lord, we pray this evening, Lord, for everyone that gathered here. We pray especially for our leaders, all the president. We pray for his surrounding. Pray for the 3 branches of government. The Lord, you take the glory. Take everything. We have no place in your place. In Jesus' name. Amen. Okay, I will soon be sitting down. You can have your seat. But please bring that bag I get for the president. I want to give it to him quick. I got something for the president. Let me give it to him. I won't come there again. Bring mine. Give it to me. Okay. This is something for you, Your Excellency. And you should look at it. And for you, James Brooks, thank you very much.
So, Mr. Brooks has gifted President Boakai.
Welcome remarks, and for that we welcome to the podium Honorable Thomas Z. Conquer-1, Deputy Managing Director for Operations, Liberia Legislative Corporation.
So we now have the official welcoming statement.
His Excellency, Honorable Joseph Boakai Senior, President of the Republic of Liberia, members of the National Legislature here present, honorable ministers and head of agencies of government, members of the press, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, good evening. Today marks truly a historic movement. For the first time since 1979, during the OAU Summit, 45 years ago, the RIA Corridor and the Bensonville Corporation are now in light. This lightning is more than an infrastructure. It symbolizes the return to the time when public service worked for the Liberian people. Recording what many may remember pre-war Liberia, normal days, where safety, orders, and national pride were visible in our public places. We are honored to welcome you for the first phase of the RIA Corridor Street Light and the electrification of the Bensonville City. We sincerely appreciate your presence here at such short notice, especially Era of James E. Book, who at short notice made this facility available for us to use. Era Book, we say thank you so much. On behalf of the Board of Directors, the Managing Directors, the Deputy Directors, the entire LEC family, our valuable customers, our international partners, our contractors and suppliers, we extend our heartfelt thanks and appreciation for all that you have done to make this program a success. With that, we warmly welcome you to the official lighting of Phase 1 of the RIA Street Light Corridor and the Bensonville electrification. Here I say I thank you.
Official welcome statement there.
Next, we have the project overview and alignment with our rest agenda, and it's going to be done by Honorable Mohammed M. Sharif.
So we'll now have the Managing Director of the LEC, Mr. Mohammed Sharif, to give us an overview of this project itself.
Your Excellency, Jose Yuma Boakai Sr., Honorable Ministers, members of the legislature, distinguished guests, fellow Liberians, our dynamic team, contractors, visiting guests, ladies and gentlemen. Tonight, we are not just turning on street lights. We are turning on safety. We are turning on opportunity. We are turning on confidence in public infrastructure. What we are commissioning today is not a single project in a single place. It is part of a nationwide street lighting and electrification project, reaching our capital, county capitals, and our communities, from Bentol to Cruiserville, across the avenues of Cinco, along Pueblan Road, Somalia Drive to Red Light, the EAWA corridor to RIA, and from the Freeport Bridge through to Brewerville. Light is returning to Liberia's most important corridors. These are roads people use every day, roads that must be safe, roads that must work. Beyond Monrovia, this therefore extends to Kakata, Banga, Ganta, Sanikule, Zredru, Bombing Tukmaber, Robertsport Kipman, wherever our grade is present. Even in rural Liberia, including parts of the eastern region, communities are already experiencing the power of illumination. The impact of lightening the community is immediate. Lit roads save lives, electrify community growth and economies, lights restore dignity. This progress wouldn't have been possible without leadership and partnership. I commend the Board of Directors of the Liberia Electricity Corporation for their guidance, oversight, and steadfast support for the reforms that prioritize the delivery and accountability at LEC. Your Excellency, I extend our deepest appreciation to the Office of the President for your leadership and continual support, which has restored confidence in the power sector and empower institutions to deliver results. We also recognize the strong collaboration of our sister ministries and agencies, including but not limited to the Ministry of Public Works, our sector ministry, Ministry of Mines and Energy, Ministry of Finance and Development Planning, the Public Procurement and Concession Commission, the Liberia Electricity Regulatory Commission, and others, whose coordination made this initiative possible. Most importantly, tonight, I wish to recognize the unfailing and unwavering support of the men and women of the Liberia Electricity Corporation, from our engineers to technicians, our line crews, dispatchers, and support staff who work long hours, often at night and in difficult conditions, to keep the lights on for everyone. Your dedication, professionalism, and sacrifices are the backbone of the progress we have today. For the Liberia Electricity Corporation, the movement reflects a renewed commitment. That is a commitment to deliver, to serve, and to ensure that progress is visible, inclusive, and felt. As Your Excellency turns on this light tonight, you send a powerful signal and message that Liberia is lightening its roads, Liberia is lightening its communities, and Liberia is lightening its path forward. May God bless Liberia, may God bless everyone, and I thank you.
Mr. Mohammed Sharif is the Managing Director of the Liberia Electricity Corporation, giving us an overview of the project there, mentioning several places that will be affected as per the LEC street lighting and electrification process, mentioning several counties, mentioning neighborhoods and streets that are expected to be lighted today, under the LEC project, and not necessarily today, but he said eventually some of these places will all be added to the list.
Your Excellency, President Boakai, distinguished cabinet ministers, members of the legislature here present, the LEC leadership and the board of directors, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. Usually in our Liberian context, we say if the Christmas will be good, on the eve of the Christmas. Thank God that this is the eve of the Christmas. And we are here to lighten some part of our country. It's a remarkable day for us in Liberia. This day will be remembered that the lightening or the commissioning of the RIA street lights and the Bentol electrification project has come to light today. MD, you and your team, we want to say a very big thank you for the great job. You have our full support as the sector lead, that our coordination, collaboration will send a trickle-down effect to our people in terms of availability of electricity supply, affordability, and accessibility. Thank you so much as we give you our unflinching support. Thank you, Mr. President, for always being there with the full determination to make Liberia great. Thank you. God bless you.
Next, we have Honorable Roland Lafayette Giddings, Minister of the Ministry of Public Works.
So, the Minister of Public Works, Honorable Roland Giddings, will make a remark here also. There he goes.
Mr. President, please allow me to step on the existing protocol that was established. We are happy to be here this evening. Good evening to everybody. This project, of course, did not just come from the blue. I remember I had a conversation with the MD about the design of the RIA project. And because of the safety issue, to put in lights, the way the project was designed, should be after the project is completed. They will put in the road safety fixture. And so it was designed to also include silver street lights from ELW junction all the way to RIA. And you know, we have a kind of aggressive way of doing the work we do. And I think that posture is also exhibited by the managing director. And he said to me, my brother from a different mother, can we do something differently? And I said, well, he suggested that LEC will partner with the Ministry of Public Works to make sure this corridor gets electrified. And I'm very, very gracious today, Mr. President, to be here, for us to see you turning on the lights. Last night I took a drive to the airport at 3:30 in the morning, and just the section that was on, I was blown away by what I saw. And I'm sure the people of Liberia will appreciate what you're doing, Mr. President, to begin to change the condition and to also enhance road safety as immediately as we are doing. Thank you to everybody, and I'm glad to be here.
Minister of Public Works, Honorable Lafayette Giddings, mentioning.
Barry, Representative District Number 1, Montserrat County.
So we have the Montserrat County District 1 lawmaker. Don't forget this project also extends to Bentol. Bentol has been electrified also.
Excellency, Mr. President, kindly permit me to stand on existing protocol. 3 days ago, I got a call from Crusoeville. The commissioner called me and told me, Representative, I said, yeah. He said, I'm sleeping with current tonight. I said, congratulations. For 45 years, the people of District Number 1 have not experienced current. Every time I went around to speak, the people of District 1 would tell me, we have the hydro, but we don't have electricity. And I always say to them, don't worry, current will come. I remember a few months ago, I met with the president, and I practically cried on him and told him, Your Excellency, please look in our direction. I want to say thank you so much. Today we have light in Bensonville and Crusoeville. And I will also say that in Louisiana, 2nd Ward, since the establishment of that township, there have never been current. Today we have the poles, we have the electric wire running, and we know that our business will be good because we can see it in the east. And so I want to say thank you to the team, LEC, Honorable Managing Director. Thank you. Thank you to you and your team, your hard-working team. I will specifically call on Mrs. Williams, Millie Williams, who have been running all over the place. I think she's the some engagement manager, meeting with the communities and talking to them. I want to say thank you to your team on the ground. When I heard that current was going to come before the Christmas, I actually doubted it. But I met them along the road, and I was so happy. I told them, you know, thank you. And so thank you so much. And I'm happy to be here, to be a part of this program.
District 1 Montreal County lawmaker there.
Mark segment, we're going to have Honorable Roland Cooper, Representative District Number 1, Margibi County.
And also Margibi County lawmaker. Don't forget, this lighting extends to Margibi. So the lawmaker is making his way to the podium now.
Your Excellency, please allow me to stay on the assistant protocol. My boss, Honorable Opi Kopa, a lot, but he's in the bush trying to engage the constituent. Your Excellency, our power would like to say to you, thank you so much. Today, the people of Toronto and District 1 alive. For just a few days ago, we had an experience when in Toronto town, the building was on fire. Immediately we called on LC and immediately they responded. And that is a surety that we all can go to bed trusting LC will be good. And just as we were coming to this program, our public works has started to grow all of our road within our district. So Mr. President would like to say thank you and we look forward for more road to be open in our district. When the Christmas will be good, our party will know from the eve. Even if we're not part of the process in the first round, we get to the river to the Jordan, we will be there to help the boat sail over. Last time, Mr. President, the people of Toronto asked me to convey their message to you that we started an engagement between the armed forces of Liberia. They look forward to that arrangement being resolved. The land issue still has not been resolved. They look forward for you coming in that day. Father, thank you so much, Mr. President.
And so, folks, it's now time now to have His Excellency the President himself to formally launch this lighting. The protocol officer will introduce him quickly.
Minister of Mines, Energy, and members of the President's Cabinet, members of the Board of Directors, the Liberia Electricity Corporation, the Managing Director, and members of the Senior Management Team of Liberia Electricity Corporation, other officials of government, former officials of government, prelates, members of the clergy, members of the Loison community, other invited guests, members of the press, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. On the occasion of switching on of the street lights in this community and beyond, all the way to Roberts International Airport, it is my pleasing duty at this time to present to you His Excellency Joseph Boakai, President of the Republic of Liberia, who would make remarks following which we shall switch on these lights. Mr. President.
Good evening. Please have your seats. And thank God for being here together tonight. And we recognize the presence of our Acting Minister of State, the President of diligence of his ministers, public work, and the mines, Niji, the ministers who are here. I want to thank you all for being here. Some time ago, we started with observing protocols. And then later on, we started observing protocols.
and today we are standing on existing protocols. But I thank God that if we continue to move from protocols, observing protocols, and standing on existing protocols, if Kennedy were not there to remind people what protocols are, sooner and later people will know what protocols are. Thank you, Kennedy, for not standing, not observing, but using protocols. On a serious note, we're so grateful today to be here. On a very, very serious note, maybe people don't understand, but turning off light, giving water to people, fixing the road, is respect to the people, dignity in the life of people, telling the people we are all human beings, we are very important, and we deserve this. And that's what I feel about it. You live in a community and you have electricity, maybe you have a generator, and everybody around you is without. You become the envy of that community. And besides that, it makes it difficult for you. So in this particular way, we want to thank the Liberia Electricity Corporation, especially under the current management, for being bold, very intentional, and conscious of their obligation to their nation and their friends. But also want to thank our neighboring countries, President Ouattara, and Liberia, above Cote d'Ivoire and Guinea, for being good neighbors, helping us in our shortfalls for electricity, but also to the LEC again for being very responsible. Because when we came to government, I was told at the time that we were owing Cote d'Ivoire up to $13 million. And that I immediately made Cote d'Ivoire the first country to visit. And you know how embarrassing it was? You go to beg for what you owe. At the same time, you ask the people to increase power to you. But we had to go there. And they were very magnanimous, being kind to us. We could not have done any of these things here, be where we are. And for the blessing of running into Sharif while he was there, getting to know him, trusting his ability, and the good team that he has at LEC. We ought to be very, very grateful when at these service institutions we have people who are not just competent, but people who are very respectful of what they do and their neighbors to do a good job. All Liberians doing what they're doing. We ought to give them a big hand. The LEC people, can you just stand? Let's see you. Those of you who've been doing this good job for us, I want to thank God for you for being responsible citizens. Thank you so much. The Christmas is here, but what is Christmas without lights? What is Christmas without water? And you have done it. You're making the people happy. You're making this country proud. I'm very grateful to you. Tonight we're here to switch the light on. And of course, I always say, don't cause the darkness, switch the light on. So there's no need condemning the darkness. We're here to switch the light on, to bring joy to the people of these communities that have already been named. You heard the Honorable from District 1. You know what it means, and all the time you go to visit your people, when are we getting light? When are we getting this? When are we getting that? I thank all of our people, Water and Sewer, LEC, Public Works, for the good work you're doing to bring joy to the people of this country. This is not the kind of thing that you do and stop. And I meet them so often. But yesterday, the LEC man was with me. Just before I came, the Public Works man was with me. And yesterday, I met also the Water and Sewer. These people are working. They work daily to be able to provide us the services. I want to thank you all. And I'm very proud of you. Don't listen to the detractors. Do your work. Do it for your people. And so today we are very proud to be here to provide light to the communities that have already been named. It's not just light, it's safety, economic empowerment, because with strong, reliable electricity, give little businesses to people who want to do little thing, pastry, this thing, catering. And you know very well the safety of the people. I always think about children moving in the darkness. People, we want to thank you all for being very conscious of this. Public security. We should be blessed that it's been quite a while since we heard about the kind of things that used to happen here. So commerce, mobility, economic activities all over are going to improve. And so we want to thank you all for making us proud. We want to thank you for being able to provide the Liberian people with the safety they need, even for the people at the NTA, for the buses that are moving now, going to places, making it a little easier for the honorable person, the ordinary person to move up. So I say to you, this is one of the biggest Christmases that you could give to anybody. And we are here to just celebrate what you've done already. And having said that, we are here to administer what you brought us to do. And I want to thank the people who provided these facilities for us to come and sit to have this program. We wish all of you a Merry Christmas, and I'm sure the new year is going to just be a happy one. God bless you.
Okay, Mr. President, just remain right there that we can minister the.
So President Boakai is going to turn the lights on, and quickly we want to go right there and show you where he's going to do that. It's right here, and this is where the president is going to turn the lights on from right here. So he's going to cut the ribbon.
From 3 to 0.
So he's going to cut the ribbon. So the ribbon cut, that's the lights right there. The president is just going to press the button from 3 to 0 and the light is going to come on.
Okay, Mr. Yes.
President.
Are you ready? Okay. Mr. President, are you ready? Yes. 3, 2, 1, 0.
There you have it. And the street lights are on. The street lights are on.
The lights are on, Mr. President.
With a smile on his face, with a smile on the president's face. He has brought the lights on. So there you have it. Street lights on. Let's go out there. Let me show you. Have a glance for yourselves, folks. President Boakai have formally lighted the streets of the Ravers International Highway, the gateway to Liberia, the international highway. This is being done by the Liberia Electricity Corporation, the LEC. So yes, I want to see if I can talk to people who are here. I don't know if they're willing to talk to me. How you do? Yeah, hello. Henny, are you willing to talk to me?
Of course, yes.
So okay, thank you very much. Okay.
Okay, yeah.
Is that the Lord Mayor?
Yeah. Don't come to speak, but in the meantime,
Whoever, anyone, just say how you feel about this.
yeah, we are from Bentol.
Okay, and
We have the council members of Bentol here.
Okay.
Okay, on the council, and of course, speaking to you, I'm Morsam Salif, the county project planner, and with me is the special assistant to the superintendent of Bentol. I'm a Moscow County. We came a bit late and were denied entrance because the president was already in the pulpit speaking.
Okay.
So we just want to express our dissatisfaction, but I can actually speak the major. We speak to that. But however, this is my council and the women, Mr. Stubber, and other people. So
okay, we believe this will be handled at the higher level. We just wanted to talk about what's on ground currently. Bentol is one of the beneficiaries of this project, and we wanted to know how you feel as a resident of that place.
okay, we felt very, very, very delighted. We are great that today Bentol is elected after some 40 years since the death of the late Aratawa. We have now had current Bentol. Most of our children that were born are now 45 years old, so you just imagine. But however, I will give the opportunity. It's not an opportunity, but the Lord Mayor said you will speak to Bentol and speak to most around.
Honorable Mayor, my name is Anthony Williams. I'm from ELBC, and you will kindly introduce yourself for us. We'll appreciate if you tell us about the Bentol project. Bentol has been lighted. I mean, it's lit now after several years. What do you make of this as the Lord Mayor of the city of Bentol? I mean, does it bring relief? Are you happy about this? Let's hear from you, sir.
Thank you so much. So I'm Honorable John Wag Minor, City Mayor of Bentol City. I mean, you can see the back. You can see the council chair for the city corporation, Mr. Hereta Toba, and you also see the citizens of Bentol are still here to grant this occasion. So I'm just like saying that the president has made a history. When we talk about development, it is development now that he has brought to us. He has released us. I think the street of Bentol is now clear about this time. So since 40 years, this mayor that's speaking to you was not born. Since 40 years, LEC left the county administrative capital city. Moscow County Administrative Capital City currently left, and today we are blessed to have LEC in Bentol. So now if you go in Bentol, I believe the street is upside down. There is jubilation because we feel that development is close to us in Amosha. LEC is there. Security wise, we are also like released again. So we want to say, Mr. President, you have done it. We're going to remember him in the archive, in the history of Bentol. We're going to remember him forever. We want to say thank you, Mr. President. You have done a great work again.
Okay, thank you very much. Ma'am, I want to talk to you. The mayor is quite a young man. You look a little older, respectfully. You've lived in Bentol for ages from what it looks like, and we want you to tell us your experience now that Bentol has been lighted.
Well,
kindly introduce yourself also for me.
My name is Henrietta Talbert. I live in Bentol and have been there for over 20 years in and out. I think this is a great privilege and a beginning because we're just starting for over 40 years, 45 years now, I would say. We have been in darkness since the last coup. And for us, and it's not that we just suddenly sat down. We have been running after this light from the time before Ellen took over up to this time. And finally, we have at least one of our major streets have lights. They say that's the first phase. So we are looking forward for the second phase. And we know it's not going to be retarded right here.
Sure.
We know that it's going to move forward. Our purpose here is to tell our president that we appreciate him. We want to salute him because at this time we have light. We've run after it for years. And today we have light on our major streets. We appreciate it.
Thank you very much for talking to us. So we're going to make our way to our vehicle now because the president himself is going to drive along the road and have an experience of the lights. So from all ends, folks, the RIA highway is lighted. You can see the lights for yourselves. If we can just zoom in a little bit, it's obviously lit. There you have it. And if you look on the other end, there you have the lights from this other end. So we are being told the convoy is going to drive along the RIA highway for a little distance and then return to town. Sorry. So we just wanted to show you what the road looks like. But I mean, there you have it. So I just get in the middle of the road and show you what it looks like. As you can see, this is extremely beautiful to watch. I mean, so very beautiful to watch. As you can see, streets. I mean, and it's really bright the way the lights are. If you look at this one right here, it's really bright. If you have a look at this, have a glance for yourselves, folks. So you heard it from the Minister of Public Works that the previous intention was to have solar lights planted along this road. But again, he said the LEC boss said no, we can do something better. The LEC, once there is availability of LEC, we can put the actual lights instead of solar lights. So yes, streets are lit, and the president will drive on this road for a reasonable distance, so have a glimpse of the street light. And then he will drive back to town. But this is the LEC team right here. As you see, professional electricians. Gentlemen, how you do? I mean, the president said, I hope you heard the president when he thanked you for the job, Said you guys are doing a great job. Yeah, so I know you got your spokespeople there, so I don't want to bring them back to y'all. But your thanks for the job, yeah? All right, so yeah, so those are the guys. You heard him, you heard Mr. President when he was thanking them, and their bosses just spoke a few moments ago, also applauding them for the hard work. But yes, imagine the folks selling along the streets are all jubilating. They're happy, selling the lights. That's it, man. What's up, my man? How you doing? You want to talk to me? You care to talk to me about the lights? No. Okay, cool. Thank you. So I'm trying to find people to just get their views. Well, yes, guys. There you have it for yourselves. Have a glance. There you have it. So we have been told the president will be driving along this road. You happy, Okay, introduce yourself for me.
Anyway, I'm Prince Benedict. I hail from West Sadwell District in Grand Bassa County, but I'm a resident of Duason here on the Rawafi Highway.
How you feel about this lighting?
I'm so overwhelmed and overexcited, to have seen the highway being lighted by the president. I'm so overwhelmed, and I want to thank him and pray God that let God multiply every wisdom that he applied to lead the country.
Okay, thank you very much.
So thank you for coming to us, and thank you because this will also minimize the many accidents that normally take place from the Roberts International Airport straight to Monrovia town. So thank you for the interview, and I'm so excited.
Thank you very much. so excited about the lights.
So happy.
You can see he's so excited about the lighting, and you overheard him. This will obviously help to reduce the accident rates along this Rubberfield Highway. So, I mean, I'm trying to see if I can talk to more people here, but again, the president will be driving along the road. He'll have an experience for himself. And then we're going to get on our vehicle. Let me run quickly back to our vehicle. So we drive back to town ourselves also as the president sets to depart the location where the event is being held. So now the president is departing already. We're going to make our way onto our vehicle as the president drives on to depart the location. So the president is now departing. And of course, just to show you the president's vehicle hitting the road and driving beneath the lights. So there you have it. President's vehicle. President's vehicle driving beneath the lights.
Yeah, we happy for the government. For so, the government, 12 years standing. And when you go tell them, they sabotage, go tell them that the 12 years standing. The 12 years real standing.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
The 12 years standing. Forget it. 12 years standing. The 12 years standing.
Well, there you have the president convoy departing. Yes. Yeah, go in my car. Let's go. So, folks, we're going to drive now beneath the lights. Yes, we go to town. So you have your own experience. The convoy has already departed. President Boakai's vehicle now is driving beneath the lights here on the Rouse International Highway. An awesome experience. So there you have it. Street lights from this distance. The entire road is lit. And beautiful experience. Driving along the Rouse International Highway. It's no more in the dark. The LEC have partnered with the Ministry of Public Works and other stakeholders to make sure that they can light this entire corridor onward towards the airport itself. But in the managing director's statement, the LEC managing director's statement, he did mention that this isn't just the end of projects that are lined up for several parts of the country. He mentioned Sinko, street lighting across Sinko. He mentioned several neighborhoods across the country. He also did mention counties, of course, that are receiving lights. And in fact, not just street lights, but electrifying those counties. Come to think of it, if you've been to the southeast there's lights. In Maryland, there's lights. Grand Jita, I don't know if Grand Coup, but I'm sure the LEC is doing everything possible to make sure Grand Coup can be one of those counties that's also lit. But yes, have a glance of the newly installed street lights, folks. See them for yourselves. The president's convoy is driving beneath these lights, and they look awesome. And then one thing I noticed, boss, if you can notice from the installation, how the lights are in order, well aligned.
Absolutely. This is actually not. It's not a solar.
Yes,
No, it's not a solar light. This is through RIA, which is much better than the usual solar light that you find around here. So this is awesome.
Yeah, definitely awesome. I mean, it's lit, bright. Bright, and I mean, beautifully designed, well aligned. I mean, if you're looking, you can see they're all in order. There's none of them laying on the other side, another one facing the other way. They're all well organized.
It makes the street so beautiful. Thinking that you are somewhere either in the West, in the United States, in China, in a developing country. That's what you see here.
Sure. And this obviously adds to Liberia's infrastructure improvement. I mean, this is the entry, the gateway to the country once you arrive.
Yes.
So of course, it makes sense to have this place lighted or lit.
Yes.
And I mean, it tells you are entering into a country from what it looks like.
Absolutely.
I mean, you have had the opportunity to, travel the world.
In so many countries, travel in a lot of other parts of the United States, and coming home to see what Liberia looks like in 2 years. It's massive development. I travel a lot. You and I, we travel around the country. We see this.
So definitely, I mean, and also there's this saying usually that we usually say, Liberia, when you leave Liberia, you come out, you can see nothing different and all of that, but you get us if you got some. Yeah, very good. Do that again. Yes, perfect. So yes, that means we usually have this saying, you're coming back to Liberia, you can see nothing can change and all of that. Well, something has changed, and things are changing eventually. I don't want to lie to you.
One of the things when I hear my brothers and sisters from the other side, sometimes they say nothing has changed. Of course, some of them just say that because they have to say that to tell their people that they have hope for them to come to power. But a wise person can tell you that I don't know how they're going to make it, how they're going to get there, but it's up to them to keep pushing that message. There's a whole lot in this country that one can boast of or think about massively for those of us who have traveled. You're not just from the southeast, we went to Maryland.
Sure.
And it took us left from here 6 a.m. We arrived in Maryland 7:30. And then we took off from Maryland some minutes to 6 a.m. and we arrived here just about the same time, right? So, given where we are, the massive international interest in the country, when you have a competent leader that has the country like, hey, this is what we have to do, this is how I want the country to look like. You get into corruption, you're out. You can go and sit down and think about something else to do.
Set the bar.
You set the bar, and he set it so hard, right? Uncle Joe is doing it in a way that no Liberian leader that I know. It never happened to Madam Ellen Johnson Sirleaf. It never happened to the former president to say, hey, I'm going to send the bar so hard that everyone will want to look in the direction of my country. We can see the American government and the president of the republic had a conversation, just to tell you that how far we have come.
And I like the part where you say with the the massive international interest. I mean, Liberia's diplomacy on the international scene, has improved. The current foreign minister has been receiving lots of accolades for, the massive connectivity that we're getting. I mean, as we speak, we are on the UN Security Council in January. We should be taking our official seat. All of these are sufficient to attract international intervention.
And we must give it to her for the incredible job she's doing on the outside of the country that is helping us to get where we are. And also give it up to Minister Guinness. I just had a one-on-one conversation with him, private conversation about a project, and he's doing fantastic. He's one man that I travel, we follow a lot, Minister of Public Works, and we see you and I can see what they're doing here. I can tell anybody, if there's anything that this government, you would think this government would not get it done, it would not be roads. It would not be roads. It would not be easy. There are a couple of things that I can say to you and take it from this message. This government will provide the best for the Liberian people in quite a long time.
Definitely. I mean, you're right, and I want to side with you professionally because of the revelations that the public works minister made. Lots of projects are lined up, and he said by before 2028 we should be able to connect the entire southeastern corridor. You and I were on the road, and the only difficult point is the portion from Tapita to Fishtown, and not even in Fishtown is Kanweke, closer to Grand G there. So we only have the Grand G there portion left, that's all. So once we can get done with the Grand G there portion, the southeast is obviously connected. And then the minister made it clear. I think you and I saw. We saw some of the public work marking houses along the Grand G Road, Toasttown, and all of those places. The government is intentional about these projects. The president made it clear to the minister the other day that we can't be having one company on one corridor. We got to give it to multiple people so we get done with the job in time. So yes, road connectivity will obviously be something that this government appears serious to accomplish. I mean, you're right about that.
Yeah, you look at the issue of drugs. Before His Excellency Uncle Joe he took the mantle of authority of this country. We saw a lot of young people in the streets. There were a lot of massive drugs. Today, Liberia is no longer the place where people will leave their country and come to trade, to make a living, to sell drugs. That is becoming history, becoming the past, because the guy in charge is not for fun. This country will be changed. One of the reasons why some of us put everything on the line for His Excellency Joseph Yema Boakai to become president, from being vice president to becoming president, it is because I personally know him. I know what he stands for, I know what he believes in, and I know the character he is. Not just being a political leader, not just being an uncle to me, but this president, when he tells you this is what I'm going to do, he will do it. And he tells you I'm not doing it, just forget it, just go.
And someone will obviously will want to say, and I mean, come to think of it, I agree Liberia have got some level-minded, people across the country, our elders, smart elders, professional and all of that. But you can also say Liberia is kind of lucky to have a person like President Boakai around, in 2025. The anticipation that everyone had, before him being elected as president, about him being old, retarded, and all of that. I think he has proven everyone's wrong from the way he's carrying his government. The international recognition keeps pouring in because of his good governance, the fight against corruption, and then building international relationships. You heard him at the event a moment ago. You heard him at the event commending the Ivory Coast and Guinea for their contribution. He mentioned Ivory Coast being one of the first countries he visited upon being president to negotiate electricity, and here we are. The current is, stable. Do you understand? So yes, you are right about his integrity level, yes, definitely. I think Liberia is lucky to have President Boakai as the president.
It's a man of integrity, and if there's anything anybody can speak about him, Only those who have never interacted with him or don't know him at all will say anything, everything that he's a politician. He's not the kind of character you think he's a politician. He's a man of his word. He's a man who has, he's a God sent to the next for the nation, because when you have the man who will look at people or somebody who spent that number of years with him, get into some problem and say, hey, you are out, I fire you.
Sure.
That is not the usual Liberian thing. Sure. We Africans are not used to firing, letting our friends, face the law, or say, hey, get out here, you got to go arrest yourself because you got caught up into corruption. So back to the issue of this country. Let's wait. Beginning when I met him on his birthday in Tottenham, he said to me, nephew, we just started. We have stopped the bleeding of the country. 2026 to 2028. Come and see. Let those who don't see, they have not seen anything, let them see between 2026, 2027, and 2023. Liberia will be changed. Going straight. Liberia will be a country where people will want to come to, people will believe in, and people will say, this is exactly what we have hoped to achieve. And massively, I get calls for some of my friends in the United States. James Lake, for example, most of my friends can call me from the United States and say, we are proud of you guys. We are extremely proud of the leadership, and thank you guys for being part of the, just doing a phenomenal job. So, accommodations.
Someone would say he's brought maturity to presidency.
Absolutely. Old age, not just an old age, but experience. When you have a leader with experience, it's a good thing.
What do you say to someone who might think the president has to still put in more work?
Well, that will be decided by the Liberian people. As you listen to him on Friday, he's not worried about 2029.
Sure.
He has a job to do for 6 years, and he will focus on that job. He will do the job of the Liberian people, and when the time comes, we'll see what happens after that.
Obviously, it's like the famous saying, it works for itself.
Yeah, that's why it is. If you do a good job, it will be the Liberian people lining the streets, calling radio stations, and saying that the job you started is not over here. It's not over yet. So we want you to stay there for us. And they will come out. And we are not, some of us are here to do what we are doing at the Liberian Broadcasting System. We just play a role down there, but the decision will be made by the Liberian people.
Definitely, Mr. D-Flow Flomo chipping in here on my podcast. Yes. Thank you very much. So it feels good having you on. So we're back again to another portion that is lit, as you can see right ahead of us there. So like the entire line. There are a few portions that are still being worked on. It appears it has to do with connectivity. So the LEC is making sure that those places get the lights also. But so where we are, we are at the EAWA hospital, and we're going towards the EAWA junction portion. Very soon we'll be at the SKD Sports Complex, and so you have a glimpse of the lights. But keep watching, folks. Keep watching. You heard it from one of the officials who delivered a statement at the event. He made it clear that since the days of the OAU, remember when Liberia hosted the OAU, Mr. Flo?
Yes.
And you heard it from the official who made a statement there. That was the first time that we temporarily had lights along this road because we were hosting international guests. Yes. That has been for ages. In Bentol, for the past 45 years, the people will be seeing lights. They are seeing lights as we speak. I spoke to one of the Turbot, the Turbot are established in Bentol there, and she was like, we can't find the right word to thank Mr. President. We've been making negotiations for this current thing since former President Ellen's regime. And today we're seeing President Boakai doing this.
Testimonies.
Yes, definitely.
So what you have here is a government that the people can see. Why you think that somebody will say, I'm going to protest, and you get less than 50 people to come outside, right? The Liberian people can see, they can feel it. They are not stupid. Once they see something, it's not a promise where you say, I will do it after. They can see for themselves. They can see massively. Bag of rice, Becquerel is 14 others. So you think about 3 years from now, Becquerel is at least 10 others. What argument are they going to bring to the table? What would they say? I mean, we'll wait for that.
SKD Sports Complex, currently, it appears that's where we are.
Yes.
And yes, the lights are also, I mean, as far as the EAWA junction, the entire road is lit. And for those of you who've been watching us since this evening, since we started the broadcast, you will understand that we started in the day, obviously, but you will understand the distance that we drove to get to the location, and everywhere there is light, and even beyond.
Maybe we can read some comments.
Sure, definitely. Let me grab my phone. Someone says, you want to hold that for me?
Yeah, let me take this.
So let's read out your beautiful comments for those of you who are watching. Let's read out your beautiful comments. And let me go down. Someone says, Honorable Moses, Akaros Gray, Randall W. Why are you naming officials, past officials of government? Yeah, you know how people can be petty in the comment section,
It's okay.
Sure. Someone said, JMB and JKK, thank you guys so very much. Thank you guys so very much. Tanu says Liberia will never be the same under JMB's government.
Yeah, well respected.
Sure. So we are at the EAWA junction. It's Christmas and there is Christmas light everywhere. As you can see, the other day the Christmas trees got burnt. Unfortunately, there's a brand new one now. The Pennsylvania City Corporation, and the president is going right back at his residence, using the roundabout, and we're right behind him and return on the Roberts Field Highway. He just wanted to have a glimpse of the road project.
You can see the number of human beings line up to see the transformation in less than 2 years, right? This is what you have. A leader in power, the people can feed it, they can taste it. Electricity is not too expensive in this country. And little by little, give there 3 more years to get this thing done. In 3 years.
So let me read. Justina J. Dennis says, thank God my vote didn't waste. You're the best president ever in Liberia's history.
Absolutely.
Ibrahim Dona says he's watching us from the USA. Forgive me if I didn't get a name right. He said, thanks, President Boakai. Is that Patrick Okai? Patrick the Boss Okai says, I'm extremely excited. Thank you. And then we also have Kadiatu Barry. She says, I'm so proud of myself for making the right decision. Daniel Hama is watching us. Victor Goa, forgive me if I didn't get a name right. I think it's Goa. Robert Gona, surely they'll get Vex Umpire because it's their area anyway. Yeah, you know the kind of petty. Yes. Tano Jara is watching us from the USA. He's watching us from the Voice of Laolazu. The Voice of Laolazu studio is based in the United States.
From Banyama District.
Oh, okay, that's awesome. The Voice of Laolazu, as far as the USA, that's an awesome one. Couple Zuba, she says, God, please bless Mama Liberia. It says, Sims Joseph says, our city looks like a real city now. Yes, I could also say that. The highway now looks like an international highway. Yes. I mean, obviously. And of course, Martin Nkrumah said Liberia will never be the same again under the leadership of President Joseph Boakai and President Vice President JKK. Maurice G. Perry say, Williams, thank you for your hard work. I've been watching you all day. Oh, thank you. That's very nice of you. We also do have Joshua Vela, if I got it right. He says, let God bless our president. And then, of course, Victor Goma, did RIA comment, JMB, my amazing president. And Sriki Kamara says, thanks to the president and his able lieutenants across all government ministries and agencies. This is real progress. And of course, Hero Williams says, Merry Christmas and a prosperous New Year. We appreciate President Joseph Newman Boakai Sr. Lots of comments still coming, folks. The president is driving back to his residence. He drove from the location where he dedicated the lighting, and then just to have an appreciation of the lighting. And so the work is still ongoing. Forget the portions that you are not seeing lights. The LET is on it. They're getting it done. They'll work it out. But the president is now making his way back. We're back here at the EWA hospital, where there's also lights from few poles. The poles are planted. Those ones that are not coming on.
People are celebrating on
So
the
you
side,
see the folks jubilating on the side of the road. Yeah, celebrating. I mean, yes. I mean, this is massive. Massive improvement.
Anthony, some of
this
us,
intervention is obvious.
Let me just interrupt you. Some of us, people don't know us. We put everything on the line for this only person. This kind of we put everything on the line to see a leader like this, trusting him, and to see that everything that he said, he has not changed one thing. One has not been changed to say that, oh, I'm in power now, I'm not going to touch this person because this person, I'm thinking about a vote from this person. If I touch this person, I'll not get a vote that I need for this country. He's not worried about that. As I said to you, every time we sit with him, some of us sit with him, he will say, 2029, we talk about 2029. Let's talk about the work right now. So, Liberian people, many of them are proud, they are votes. Some of them were thrown out of their homes because of this president, right? And they are proud of what they're seeing now, And tomorrow we'll be out there to do something great, to see how many people get paid on time. The money is not much, but they get paid on time. And at least if somebody is making $200 and the person can get that money on time, they'll be happy. But even if you're making just a little, you make it, but at least being able to get it on time and then use it for your own good is a good thing. So that's what we see here. Christmas, people got paid, everybody chilling. I mean, it's okay. So massive debt, as I said, let me repeat, 2026, 2027, 2029. Who would decide before 2029? Not 3 years from now, some of you would decide not to even think about it.
So we are right here on the road that leads to the president's residence, and as you can see, Mr. Flo is also lit. I mean, there are lights along the road that leads to the president's residence. Though these ones are solar lights, but at least they serve the purpose for being in the neighborhood. And of course, President Boakai usually say Liberia is the destination.
Yes.
Obviously. The transformation is steady but massive.
Absolutely massive.
Yeah.
It is all over the place. People can feel it. Think about those moving equipment. When they get to town, you deploy them by county.
Sure.
What the case?
That's such a huge relief in terms of
and he said it before the first county tour. He wants to make sure those moving equipment are in the country, they are deployed, and the roads are pliable. And let's leave it like that. Liberian people will celebrate that later.
Sure. So we'll do a U-turn once we get there, right?
Yes, we'll do a U-turn and call it a day.
Okay. Yeah. So the president is home already, folks. We're just gonna do a U-turn and call it a day. Once we get back on the road and show you the lights for at least a few more times.
Yeah, we have to drive.
Yeah. So you have a glimpse of what's going on. But thank you very much. I want to go to the office. I've got a few things to pick up.
Stay here?
No, you will drop me off at the office.
Okay.
So folks, keep watching. Great job. Keep following. I like how you leaving your comments and how you're having the conversation. Yeah. This is Liberia. Yes, that way. You have the right to make your comment. For us, we don't have a problem for you commenting. We just want you to keep it respectful. This is a national platform. And just keep your comments refined. And because we got comment moderation also, we will not block you or whatever. This is your platform. We just want you to keep it professional with us. That's it. There are pictures now trending on social media of the street lights. Everyone is jubilating about this intervention. So yes, how do you intend How do you describe this? How do you intend to thank President Boakai? Leave your comments in the comment section. Yes, Rabos International Highway now lighted. Everyone is doing videos now. Everyone is posting now. But this is massive. Do it fast. This is massive. So yes, we're going to make our way back on the main road itself. I mean, every little neighborhood now is getting lights, Mr. Flo. Every little neighborhood now is getting street lights. Even if it's solar lights, it serves the purpose.
Thanks to the LEC team.
Yeah. The LEC team is doing it's a magnificent job, Mr. Sheriff. But I mean, you heard how the president was praising him, especially when he went to the Ivory Coast. Yeah, that's Minister Jerry McPia making his way into the president's compound. He was at the event.
Move so we can go.
Yeah, you got to go closer to them. That's the only way they will give you a chance.
Just waiting. Going.
Yes, so let's go. So, folks, we're gonna make our way back to the main road.
You don't think you should? You don't think anything there for you? Anyway, let's just go. They will take care of you. Right?
Yeah. Yeah. I just want to. You want us to make an attempt? I don't want.
No, let's
yeah.
go.
Yeah, I can call. Yeah. So that's it, folks. We're going right back now. This is the rehab end, and here at rehab, you're seeing rehab also has light between the streets in the neighborhood. You know. Yes. So yeah, I mean, guys, it's been a long day anyway. For those of you who've been watching, I like how patient some of you were. You kept it real with us. You stayed with us until the event itself started. We did the event together. You left your comments. You want to follow the conversation in the comment section. Oh, it can be quite interesting. Yeah, it can be quite interesting. Yeah. But that's it, guys. We really appreciate your intervention. We appreciate you for following. Join us again once you can on our next broadcast. Tomorrow, my colleagues will be out there talking to Liberians about the festive season. Watch out for Yasa Suba and Masiami Konin. They were set today to have done that, but we had to come to the app for the road, for the lights dedication. So tomorrow, the both of them, watch out for them on LNTV Liberia Live. Two beautiful girls from Mr. D Flow's department. They will be interviewing Liberians to talk about the festive season. Tell us what they have made of the entire year of 2025 so far. How far have you come? What are your New Year resolutions? You know, how are you celebrating the Christmas? And probably how is business going? That's it. So, Yasa Suba, Masami Kone, watch out for them tomorrow. We are back on the RIA highway. We're making our way back to the office. Maybe we can show you the lights for a few more times. Once we get to the office, then we can call it a day. But thank you for staying and staying with us. Keep watching. Keep following us. Someone says, good evening, my brother, JMB 12 year all the way. That's Sekou Dukle. That's not the Freeport Mr. Dukle anyway. No. And then Sky says, Sky Kai, if I got it right, Sky says the God-given president is working hard. Sharon Kiphart said, I'm sorry, Sharon said, President, we are ended. I can't get it clear. Personal properties and projects and couldn't complete the road and electrification. Anyway, that's another comment from one of the followers. Yes, that's not, bad to say. That's the person's view. The person says, but well, anyway, respectfully, you have the right to leave your comments. And then, is that Jerome? That's Mr. Jerome J. Verdier Senior II.
Oh, that's Anthony. Yeah.
Says God is great.
That's Anthony.
Yeah, he says God is great. Thanks for leaving your comments. We'll keep reading your comments until we get to the office now. So please leave your comment in the comment section. We're almost here at the ELWA Hospital junction. That's where we are. Morris Banja says this is impressive. This is impressive. Thank you, Morris, for leaving your comments. More comments. Keep leaving your comments so we'll read them out. leave your comments so we read them out. Flomo Livingstone says I'm missing Liberia already.
Flomo Livingstone, I know.
Where, he's in the US?
Yeah, he's one of our viewers.
Oh, Flomo, we are being told you are one of our consistent followers. Thank you very much. We really appreciate you. And then Tanu Jala says this is real people government. This is real people government.
Yeah,
Marco Yomi says absolutely awesome, 100%.
But tell them, let me remind them, come back after 2 years to this country, compare that to any government, I can assure you. Speaking as D. Flomo Yago II, not just being in ELBC, I can tell anybody, 2 years from now, compare that, come back to Liberia and compare that to any government before.
See the difference yourself and do your own judgment.
Yeah.
More comments still coming in here. James Jesse, no need for bright lights when you're driving. Yes, of course. The comments are coming too fast. Edward Colley says, I'm enjoying my vote. Liberians value their votes, Steve Flo.
They do. I mean, it makes you proud when you vote for someone and you can stay in a community and name things, right? And say, you see, water, rice, gasoline, road connectivity. They are so fight against corruption, so many things you can boast among your friends and say, this is what I voted for, these are the things I voted for. You can show them. Where are they? You say show them. Now our friends, be careful now, our friends are using, say, bread and butter issue.
Yeah.
Well, we get it. Bread and butter issue, right? So think about this. A politician said nothing has changed. But the last time I drove by his home, he was not using his generator. Throughout, I pass around there, I park around there, it was LEC on. But has something changed? Driving from here to Grand Jide, to Maryland for 13 hours, that's something changed. It never happened before. Back in the days, you are from the southeastern.
Yeah.
People were spending 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and sometimes they sleep on the street, outside, open place. But today they don't have to do that. So Zoe Penny and others, they are giving real testimonies. They are telling the people, I'm a fit. I mean, we have seen this. So it is clear and cut. My thing here is the president has made a promise. Give Liberia 2 more years or 3 years. Come back and see the difference in the country. You can go anywhere and say, why is it that we did not elect him 2017? Why did we waste 6 years and only to get it right this time around? You know? But anyway, God has time for everything. That was the time, 2017. I was here for 7 months. 7 months campaigning from place to place. We told the Liberian people, give him a chance. Give him a chance and you will see the real man. You'll see a leader that you will be proud of. You call yourself. Back in the days, for a couple of weeks, for a couple of years, many Liberians were not proud to call themselves Liberian. They used to be like, no, I'm not from that country. But today, Liberians in the diaspora can knock their chest and say, I'm a Liberian. I have a leader. This is my leader. They can prove it that this leader is a leader. It's a competent leader.
If we are also the LEC also did mention this Coca-Cola factory to RIA portion that we own already, headed to our office.
We will do
it also got lights.
Yeah, we will do a complete turnaround.
Yeah.
Sometime this week.
Yeah, for this portion.
For this portion.
But this portion also got lights. This one got the yellow lights, but the street is also lit. They seem very way. The RIA highway looks bright. I mean, this tells you are into a city. You've entered a country. You know, you can't enter a country, then it's dark. Energy is expensive, we agree. But of course, energy also contributes to economic growth. So the availability is crucial, definitely. But guys, thank you very, very much for watching. We are here at the compound, right at the main entry here. I'm going to get down from the vehicle and wrap it up right at the, maybe when we enter the fence I can wrap it up. You just put the camera on it. You want to blow the horn, please? You want to blow the horn?
What the hell are you doing?
They're about to leave, I guess, so they're trying to wrap up. So yes, folks, let's just end it right in the building quickly, since we're already here in the compound. Let's just end it, and then we can call it a day. For those of you who've watched, man, we'd like to say thanks for watching. You did a magnificent piece of job for following us, for leaving your comments. So thank you very much for watching. Once I get at the entry there, I'll do the outro quickly.
This is State Radio.
Yeah.
You see how beautiful the place is. We have now in
welcome to ELBC. This is beautiful ELBC. This is where we are. So thanks so much, Chauffeur, also for bringing us here. We are here finally. What's your name, sir?
Otolatro. Otolatro.
Otolatro? Your name sounds very foreign.
That's a Jamaican name.
You want to come hold my camera for me shortly? Let me end this video. Okay. Okay, maybe I can stand there. So guys, thank you so much for watching. My name is Anthony Williams. Just at around 5 p.m. this evening, we went to the Roberts International Airport Highway at the Rock International School, where we had the LEC, the Ministry of Public Works, stakeholders and partners waiting for His Excellency President Boakai to turn on the newly installed street lights along the Roberts International Airport Highway. This place is the gateway to Liberia, and of course, entering into the country, obviously, with the construction of ongoing, making the road 4-lane, and also electrifying the road, gives it that international feel. It tells you are entering into a country. So today, finally, President Boakai turned those lights on, and the LEC Managing Director, Mr. Mohammed Sharif, mentioned some of the projects that the LEC has, or the LEC is undertaking when it comes to lighting of Liberia. He mentioned several cities that will be receiving street lights, and also electrifying places where there aren't lights or where there isn't electricity. Across the country, in Sinkor, several parts of Liberia will be lighted, according to the Managing Director of the LEC. And I don't want to emphasize on the stability of electricity in the capital and other parts of the country. You also heard the Minister of Public Works mentioning some of the projects that are ongoing, road connectivity across the country, across Liberia, southeastern Liberia. Before 2028, in the words of the Minister of Public Works, the southeastern part of Liberia will be connected to the rest of the country. Today, President Boakai lighted the Roberts International Highway. My name is Anthony Williams. I was with Mr. D. Flomo. He headed the team there. We also had our radio broadcast team. Melvin Stewart were on there, along with other members of the team. We had our chauffeur who drove us there. My name is Anthony Williams, and I'd love to say thanks for leaving your comments and being part of the conversation. Bye-bye for now, and meet us on our subsequent broadcasts.